This would be my counsel to him. Chris Rock cannot beat Will Smith in a fight, more than likely. Will Smith trains for action movies, and he's probably well trained with all kinds of martial arts and fighting styles and guns. But if he truly wants revenge, and Chris Rock must get revenge in the spirit of Christ, he has to do it, or else he won't be a man. Let me tell you what my counsel, if Chris Rock was a man under my supervision, this is what I would counsel him to do. This is the only way Will Smith would understand. Chris Rock cannot fight him. Chris Rock cannot assault him. But you know what Chris Rock can do? Chris Rock can fuck his wife. This is what I would counsel him to do. This is the only way Will Smith would understand. Chris Rock cannot fight him. Chris Rock cannot assault him. But you know what Chris Rock can do? Chris Rock can fuck his wife. And that's what he...
Shalom, all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Recha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone, and salutations to all your sincere. And so you heard the video right there, okay. I know this is coming a little bit late, but that's the beautiful thing about rebuke, or in this case, correction, okay, is that it is never too late to do it. It's never too late to correct false doctrine. It's never too late to rebuke a man for going off, especially if they have not repented, okay. And now you have seen the latest folly coming straight from the lips of the men of the ISUPK, okay. And this is what they have spoken concerning, the events and concerning the slap, okay, between the altercation between Chris Rock and Will Smith. Which, funny thing is that is something that happened between the two of them, okay. So nobody else should be getting involved. Nobody should be giving their own 2 cents on the matter. Oh, Chris Rock, you punked out like a bitch because you didn't, give Will Smith the hands and the feet right there, Or if it was me, I wouldn't let that nigga slap me like that, that kind of, and this is what Jake likes to do, man. If I was in that situation, if I was there, I would have pulled out my machete and, that kind of thing. This is what Jake likes to do, man. He likes to give their own 2 cents. He likes to say what they would have done if they were in that situation, okay? But that's not what matters, okay? This whole matter between the slap and that already been solved, already been quenched. Why bring it up again? Why insinuate that Chris Rock needs to take revenge? Why even speak all this? Why sow division? Why breed this? Why create this chaos? Why say things like this? But these are the kind of men these are the kind of men that you have in the ISUPK. These are the kind of men that you have in this truth, okay? Men that, speak evil, that, proudly, okay, and lead our people into wickedness, okay? So my thing really is, and that's why I titled this video, ISUPK, check your mans. Is nobody going to rebuke this man? Is nobody going to correct or check this man within the ISUPK? Okay, we already know that the brothers in JMS, the others than the apostles, they already got on this wickedness. But what about within the ISUPK, the camp where this is actually coming from? The top leaders, your Johanna, Tazariak, and those are the only people that I really know. Okay, how can they allow this man to speak like this? Okay, how can they allow this man to say that Chris Rock should have sex with somebody else's wife? Okay, how can they allow this man to say that Chris Rock should seek revenge in the name of Christ? Okay, that's even the worst part. That is like it's the amount of wickedness that came out from this man. It's not just the adultery; it's sowing discord among brethren. It's calling upon the name of a false god. Okay, idolatry. And idolatry, adultery, all kinds of wickedness coming out from the lips of this man right here. And according to my knowledge, okay, so like I've been under a rock for a while, it's completely my fault, okay. But Lord willing, through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, I'll be able to do better, okay. But to my knowledge, the ISUPK has not said anything concerning this matter. And your silence is being taken for approval that you agree with what this man said right here, okay. And I believe his name is Maharaka. So like I can't remember the exact name, so I'm not going to say it, okay. But the point, we've already gotten the point across. The ISUPK promotes adultery, which is directly which is directly against the scripture, and it's not as though they insinuated it or they were saying it metaphorically. He said it straight up. Okay, he said Chris Rock should have sex with Will Smith's wife. No putting words in his mouth. That is exactly what he said. So there's no mistaking it. There's no going back and say, see, this is actually what I meant, because he said it plain, okay, to all ears, and nobody can take it any other way. You know, if you are being completely honest. So let me start from here. We'll start, or rather, we'll continue with precepts. Okay, so let me do this. So I forgot to turn on the auto rotate. That's on me. So let me do this. Let me open up the blue letter. Yeah. So yeah, here we have it's the blue letter. That's New Testament. So this is the book of Titus 1. I believe that same precept was on the I believe that same precept was on the the brother actually put it up, the brother Shalom. Yeah, exactly. Here it is. So yeah, the same preset, and I'm going to bring it out as well, because this is exactly what this preset is perfect for. Is perfect for this individual right here. So okay, that's another thing. That's docs right there. But anyway, let me bring it out, that precept. Hold on. So okay, here it is. Titus 1 verse 10. So this is the book of Titus 1 verse 10. For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision. And there you have it. Don't think that, wickedness, okay, and evil thoughts, okay, evil words, evil speech, evil teachings, okay, will only come from the heathen. Even we that are in this truth, them that know that they are Israelites, will also teach wickedness as well. And will, as the scripture says, woe unto you that woe unto you that that do wickedness and teach men to do so as well. And this is basically what he's doing, promoting adultery, teaching adultery. If your brother offends you, you can go sleep with his wife. Okay, it is perfectly okay in the spirit of Christ, right? Which of course is 100% true if you really think about it, because that's the spirit that's Jesus Jesus Christ comes in. That spirit of idolatry, that spirit of adultery. Okay, so now Titus 1 verse 11, whose mouths must be stopped, to subvert whole houses, teaching things which they ought not, for filthy lucre's sake. That's exactly what this is going into. Why would you say that? Why would you teach that? Okay, when you are a man with a platform and you come out and say those things, that even as a joke, it must not be said, because you are sitting there being a man of authority before other men, and you speak in this way, in a clamorous and evil way, speaking like a nigger out here, and of course, it's not okay. Okay, so let's continue on. I don't really want to go too deep into this. And the thing about this is that this man, like I said, set up your authority, and a lot of dudes get down with the ISUPK. A lot of people actually follow the ISUPK, so they have a lot of authority. They actually have your mouth in Israel. Okay, and this is just me speaking as a man. Just something I wanted to get off my chest. Why I still did this video anyway, because I believe that the entirety of the ISUPK, all the men of the ISUPK, from the General Yohana on down, they are all agents, okay? They snuck into this truth. They're all federal agents, okay? I truly believe that, because whenever you're going to the Black Hebrew Israelites, whenever you're going to even in the Southern Poverty Law Center, okay, whenever they speak about the Black Hebrew Israelites, it's always the ISUPK, their images and their men that they use to demonstrate that, because you always see these dudes in all black wearing glasses, acting like they're, calling themselves the Hebrew Israelites, right? Calling themselves Israelites as well, you know, with that hood nigger mindset, okay? And that's basically what I believe, that this camp is completely set up by Esau Edom in order to, in order to bring occasion against the truth, okay? Because that vocab is going to get on this statement right here, going to use it as an example to show that oh, this is what these Hebrew Israelites teach, right? Not all Hebrew Israelites, but that statement, it never gets into Esau's ear. Esau doesn't care about not all. Esau doesn't care if 1% is doing wickedness. You put that wickedness on all of our people. on all of the Hebrew Israelites, like, yeah, even those that aren't a part of it, even those that actively rebuke it. Anyway, continuing on, you know, and this man right here, like I said, committed multiple evils, and the main two being promoting adultery, sowing discord among brethren, and I forgot, and the last one, of course, being the idolatry, speaking the name of Christ, as a self-proclaimed Israelite man. Chris Rock should not be looking for revenge against anybody. Okay, you should just settle the matter. Because that kind of situation is, you call the brother to his side. You settle the matter instantly. That's what should have been done, and that was exactly what was done. Okay, there's no need to start getting carnal about it. You made a joke, okay, and the guy decided to defend his wife, because he made that joke. That's a situation where you just, quench the matter, just settle it together like men, okay, not getting carnal and talking about, now I'm going out to sleep with your wife, now I'm going out to they come back and insult your wife, and bring up, how adultery and wickedness, okay, and make you look like a punk because that's not what anyway, let me just leave it at that. There's no need to create more chaos and to create more discord, okay, because that's exactly what this ISUPK are trying to promote right now, chaos, okay, especially within the truth, because this whole Chris Rock Will Smith matter has already passed, has gone. Now you're telling people that Chris Rock could be justified to sleep with another man's wife because he got slapped on stage, which is off, man. So let me get this preset as well, and I'll close out with this. Don't want to make this too long. Just want to go in and get out. This is my own 2 cents concerning the matter. So this is the book of Proverbs 6, verse 16. These 6 things does Yahweh hate, yea, 7 are an abomination unto him: a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. And that is exactly what the ISUPK are guilty of. One of the things that they are guilty of, is not just promoting adultery, sowing discord among brethren as well. Why should you tell a brother that if his own brother offends him, now through the power of Christ you can have revenge? Why should revenge be the first thing in your mind? If this is a matter between two Hebrew Israelites. It's not like Chris Rock got punked by an Edomite or a Hamite or anything like that. This is a matter between two Israelites. Okay, it's something that should be settled and squashed instantly. We don't got time to be fighting, to be having carnal quarrels over a joke, made on a woman. Okay, made about a woman. Okay, that's not the most important thing among our people. If you're if if a brother in this truth, does something to offend you, you don't start talking about, yeah, I'm gonna go get his woman now, I'm gonna go sleep with his woman or anything like that. You call the brother and you ask, and you settle the matter right there. Okay, you let bygones be bygones, because we're not in the time to be, because this isn't the time to be looking for revenge. You're trying to get one up on brothers like that. Okay, this is the time to be, squashing all the beefs that we have in this truth, because the Lord is coming, man. Petty shit like this, we shouldn't even it shouldn't even be coming out of our mouths, especially not speaking about adultery or even involving the name of a demonic Edomite supremacist deity, okay, or God in this whole matter, because that's exactly what that Jesus Christ is. All right. This is off, okay, and somebody within the ISUPK should speak up, check this man, okay. How can you allow one of your members to say this and not say anything about it? The ISUPK, they be keeping silent on some of the most off things that these their members say. And the more and this is why the scriptures will tell you that men will wax worse and worse, especially in these times. And we're seeing that happen right now. This is all part of prophecy, right? So let me get this. So this is the book of 2 Timothy 3, verse 13, and it reads, "But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived." Yeah. And as the scripture says, the deceiver and the deceived are in the hands of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. So with that, the message has gone out, the correction has gone out. So all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bahasham, Yahushai Bahasham, Racha Kwadash, Wa Abad Babal, Shalom. And before you tell a man how to deal with his own situations, why don't you deal with your own wickedness, right? The kind of thing. Before you tell a man to, pull out the, let me get that precept, All right, this is it right here. So this is the book of Matthew 7, and I'll start from verse 3. Matthew 7, verse 3. Matthew 7, verse 2. For with what measure you judge, it shall be judged, and with what measure you mete, it shall be measured to you again. And why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye, but considerest not the beam that is in thine own eye? Or how wilt thou say to thy brother, let me pull out the mote out of thine eye, and behold, a beam is in thine own eye? Once again, all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bahasham, Yahushai Bahasham, Racha Kwadash, Wa Abad Babal, and through the Spirit of Akim and you are edified. Shalom.